All persons having any business before this honourable court now draw nigh and give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Thank you, Court Officer.
Admission of lawyers. Danielle Jamie Abel.
May it please the court, I move that my sister Danielle Jamie Abel be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Danielle Jamie Abel be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elise Marguerite Anderson.
May it please the court, I move that Elise Marguerite Anderson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elise Marguerite Anderson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Renuli Atara.
May it please the court, I move that Renuli Athoda be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Renuli Athoda be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Connor Angus Bars.
May it please the court, I move that Connor Angus Bars be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Connor Angus Bars be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christina Batkovska.
May it please the court, I move that Christina Batkovska be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christina Batkovska be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Luke Christopher Beckingham.
May it please the court, I move that Luke Christopher Beckingham be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Luke Christopher Beckingham be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chand Beebe.
May it please the court, I move that Chand Bibby be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chand Bibby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lily Chang Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Lily Chang Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lily Chang Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yi Len Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Yilin Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yilin Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ri Feng Cheng.
May it please the court, I move that Rufeng Cheng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rufeng Cheng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dimitri Brent Chug Palmer.
May it please the court, I move that Dimitri Brent Chug Palmer be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dimitri Brent Chug Palmer be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lily Bella Carmen Chipola.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Lily Bella Carmen Chipola be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lily Bella Carmen Chipola be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christopher Cruz.
May it please the court, I move that my son Christopher Cruz be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christopher Cruz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Karen Rita Fay.
May I please the court, I move that my wife, Karen Rita Fay, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Karen Rita Fay be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rosemary Baden Finke.
May it please the court, I move that Rosemary Baden Fink be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rosemary Baden Fink be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ebony Timms Fogarty.
May it please the court, I move that Ebony Timms Fogarty be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Timms Fogarty be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nana Ama Dapa Frempong.
May it please the court, I move that Nana Ama Depa Frempong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nana Ama Dapa Frempong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Oscar Viral Gulsavan.
May it please the court, I move that my partner Özgür Vural Gülseven be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Oscar Viral Gulseven be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Josie Grace Hurtner.
May it please the court, I move that Josie Grace Hurtner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Josie Grace Hurtner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Freya Na Hin.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Freya Naya Hine be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Freya Naya Hine be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bianca Caitlin Kalurgis Bashimi.
May it please the court, I move that Bianca Caitlin Kalurgis Bashimi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Bianca Caitlin Kalurgis Bashimi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nandini Kaushik.
May it please the court, I move that Nandini Kaushik be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nandini Kaushik be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shannon Joy Krasich.
May it please the court, I move that Shannon Joy Krasich be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shannon Joy Krasich be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cynthia Koshilia Lal.
May it please the court, I move that Cynthia Kashlia Lau be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cynthia Kashia Lau be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Raowei Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Raowei Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Raowei Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matthew Joseph Martino.
May it please the court, I move that Matthew Joseph Martino be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Matthew Joseph Martino be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lara Nikki Masbani.
May it please the court, I move that Lara Nikki Masbani be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lara Nikki Nazbari be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aaron Joseph Matthew.
May it please the court, I move that Aaron Joseph Matthew be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Aaron Joseph Matthew be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kerry Lynn McInnes.
May it please the court, I move that Kerry Lynn McInnes be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kerry Lynn McInnes be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia May McPherson.
May it please the court, I move Georgia May McPherson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia May McPherson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Janita Narayan.
May it please the court, I move that Janita Narayan be admitted as a lawyer in this honourable court.
Let Janita Narayan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samaya Noran.
May it please the court, I move that Samaya Noran be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samaya Noran be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebecca Kate Newham.
May it please the court, I move that Rebecca Kate Newham be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rebecca Kate Newham be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lindsay Nissen.
May it please the court, I move that Lindsay Nissen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lindsay Nissen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ashta Ollie.
May it please the court, I move that Asta Ollie be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Asa Ollie be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Manuela Antonia Palucci.
May it please the court, I move that Manuela Antonia Palucci be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Manuela Antonia Palucci be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sanjana Pramod.
May it please the court, I move that Sanjana Pramod be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sanjana Pramod be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elizabeth Mary Ray.
May it please the court, I move that Elizabeth Mary Ray be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elizabeth Mary Ray be admitted as lawyer of this court.
Lynn Christina Shanahan Taylor.
May it please the court, I move that Lynn Christina Shanahan Taylor be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lynn Christina Shanahan Taylor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Shane Singleton.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Shane Singleton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Shane Singleton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gemma Nicole Sturgis.
May it please the court, I move that Jenna Nicole Sturgis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gemma Nicole Sturgis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Damon Andrew Tweed.
May it please the court, I move that Damon Andrew Tweed be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Damon Andrew Tweed be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Peter Yanis Violaris.
May it please the court, I move that Peter Yanis Violaris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Peter Yanis Violaris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alana Estelle Webb.
May it please the court, I move that Alana Estelle Webb be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alana Estelle Webb be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rizi Yang.
May it please the court, I move that Rees Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rees Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Selena Zaya.
May it please the court, I move that Selena Zaya be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Selena Zaya be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Enyan Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Enyun Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Enyong Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admissions have just been moved to swear an oath or to make an affirmation. Would you please, as newly admitted lawyers, stand as directed by the officiating officer?
Could rows 1 and 2 to my right please stand? Danielle Jamie Abel. Elise Marguerite Anderson. Ranuli Atarda. Connor Angus Bars. Christina Bakovska. Luke Christopher Beckingham. Chand Bibi. Lily Chang Jiang. Yi Lin Chen. Wei Feng Cheng. Dimitri Brent Tug Palmer. Lily Bella Carmen Chipola. Christopher Cruz. Karen Rita Fay. Rosemary Baden Fink. Ebony Timms Fogarty. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand up? Nana Ama Dapa Frimpong. Oscar Vural Gulsovan. Josie Grace Hurtner. Freya Naya Hein. Bianca Caitlin Kajurgis Bushimi. Nandini Kaushik. Shannon Joy Krashik. Cynthia Corsilia Lau. Ruli Wee Lee. Matthew Joseph Martino. Lara Nikki Masbani. Aaron Joseph Matthew. Kerry Lynn McInnes. Georgia May McPherson. Janita Narayan. Samaya Noren. Rebecca Kate Newham. And Lindsay Nissen. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could the 2 rows to my left please stand? Ashta Oli. Manuela Antonia Palucci. Sanjun Pramod. Elizabeth Mary Ray. Lynn Christina Shanahan Taylor. Emma Shane Singleton. Gemma Nicole Sturgis. Damon Andrew Tweed. Peter Yanis Vilaris. Alana Estelle Webb. Rizi Yang. Selena Zaya. And Enyan Zhang. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
I also formally admit as lawyers of this court the following persons who have completed a special process for admissions in absentia: Ching Yin Luv Tang, Jaya Yu, and Lin Zhang. Now that the formal part of the proceedings is complete, I would like, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of the court, to warmly welcome you and your family and friends to the Supreme Court. I'm Justice Ward. I'm the President of the Court of Appeal and, at present, the Acting Chief Justice, and I have the honour to represent the Chief Justice at this very special ceremony today. Present with me on the bench today to my right is Justice Campbell, who is a judge of the Common Law Division, and to my left is Justice Kavanagh, who is also a judge of the Common Law Division. Together, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its discretion and jurisdiction, admitted you to practice today. First, as we gather here today, I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. I recognise the long-standing and enduring customs and traditions of Australia's First Nations peoples and their deep connection with the country. I welcome any of our First Nations peoples present here today or watching the ceremony online. And I am delighted that Mr. Anthony McAvoy of Senior Counsel is here today at the bar table to move the admission of one of our newly admitted lawyers. To all of the newly admitted lawyers, it is a great pleasure to welcome you individually to the legal profession of this state and to do so in person, which was not always possible in the last few years due to the COVID pandemic. Although it's now some 40 years since I was admitted as a solicitor in this very same courtroom in the last ceremony of the day, because I had the misfortune to have a surname beginning with W, I well recall the solemnity of the occasion and the excitement of my parents who were here to witness the ceremony. Little did I then imagine that one day I would be presiding over such a ceremony myself. I'm also pleased to welcome all of those who are watching your admission today via the live stream. Today, you don't need me to tell you, but I will. It is a day for celebration. You will all have worked extremely hard to reach today's milestone, perhaps through caffeine-fueled nights, no doubt through obscure problem questions and reading more cases than you can ever hope to remember. You are entitled to be proud of your achievements, and your family and friends are entitled to be proud of you. No doubt many of them will feel that they are almost equally qualified to be admitted here today, having shared the knowledge of law that you have gained over the years, and no doubt having been on the receiving end of your finely honed skills of advocacy and persuasion. They may well feel that they know more about snails in ginger beer bottles and the cannibalisation of shipwrecked cabin boys than it was ever necessary to know. Depending on how good an advocate you have become, you might even convince them to host a celebration of the day at lunch or dinner today. In being admitted as a lawyer today, you have joined a centuries-old profession with ancient origins. The custom of advocates swearing an admissions oath dates back to the 12th century. The Supreme Court was established in 1823 and first admitted lawyers to practice in 1824, making New South Wales one of only a handful of jurisdictions in our common law world with a continuously operating court as old as this, and as you will have appreciated, meaning that we are very near to reaching our bicentenary. By 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as you will do after this ceremony. So you have now become part of this tradition, almost 200 years later. And perhaps for some of you, and certainly for your family and friends, that's how long it feels like you have been studying. At the heart of that tradition is the direct relationship between the court and lawyers as officers of the court. The oath or affirmation that you have made today, which has been witnessed by your family and friends and peers, is a serious one, and it deserves solemn regard. You must remember that admission is a privilege, not a right. Importantly, today you assume ethical obligations over and above those demanded of you as ordinary members of our community. The legal profession is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, one of the most important pillars of a peaceful and democratic society. The standards expected of legal professionals are therefore correspondingly high. As lawyers, in whatever area you practice or whether you practice at all, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. You will owe onerous duties to your clients, but your paramount duty is always to the court. Among the obligations that you acquire to the court are a duty of the disclosure of the relevant law, a duty of candour, not to mislead the court or knowingly to permit your client to do so, a duty to refuse to permit the commencement or continuance of baseless proceedings, a duty to exercise care before making allegations of misconduct against any other person, a duty not to assist any form of improper conduct, and a duty to conduct cases before the court efficiently and expeditiously. Your duty to the court requires that you comply faithfully with your ethical obligations, no matter what pressures may be placed on you, and no matter that at times these may conflict with your client's wishes or desires. It is in acknowledgement of this weighty responsibility that we observe today's unique formalities. An occasion such as this marks not only the achievements you have made in the course of your studies, but also the prospects of those to which you aspire in the future. Each of you will have taken a different, although in many cases similar, path to join the legal profession. You come from different homes, different backgrounds, and different cultures. You will bring to the practice of law different experiences and different perspectives. You will no doubt have different expectations and aspirations for your career. The legal profession and the administration of justice are both enriched by that diversity. This makes it important that we strive for diversity in all aspects of the legal profession, including on the bench. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates, and judges ensures that all people who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. One aspect of this diversity is reflected by the increasing number of women admitted to practice. Although women were originally not permitted to practice law at all, since 2018, women have made up more than half of the solicitors with a current practising certificate in New South Wales, and currently 64% of solicitors under the age of 30. Women occupy many of the most senior positions in the law, including, of course, the Chief Justice of Australia and the Chief Justices of the Supreme Courts of Victoria, Queensland, and the Australian Capital Territory. There should, however, also be cultural and ethnic diversity. In particular, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and those from diverse cultural backgrounds continue to be underrepresented in the legal profession and particularly within the judiciary and the ranks of senior counsel. As many notable judges before me have observed, it is important to the maintenance of the rule of law that the constitution of the court reflect the community which we serve, and we must encourage such diversity. It is your great privilege as a lawyer not only to inherit a body of knowledge that has developed over hundreds of years, but also to have the chance to contribute to its ongoing evolution. The legal profession is one that demands a constant commitment to learning. You may well have thought this was an end to your studies, but if so, it is my unpalatable duty to inform you that you were wrong. The law is complicated and constantly developing. Were it otherwise, there would not be the scope for academic discourse as to legal principle that there currently is, and we judges would not so regularly have our misunderstanding of the law pointed out to us by the advocates who appear before us. Rest assured, for those of you with a bibliophobia, that is, the fear of running out of reading material, as lawyers, that fear will never materialise. On other similar ceremonies in this court, the former Chief Justice has in the past acknowledged it will never be possible for you to learn everything that there is to know about the law. But that does not absolve you from the duty of keeping on top of developments in the law, particularly since it may be your task to enlighten members of the judiciary as to those developments or as to why their long-held understanding of the law needs to be modified. The duties that I referred to earlier are the minimum, not the total of your professional obligations. As a lawyer, you must serve the community by protecting and promoting the basic tenets of our legal system: justice, equality, due process, and the rule of law. You may at times have to defend unpopular clients and causes. You must do so to the best of your ability, to be willing to protect the rights of minorities and to speak out against abuses of power. You will have the opportunity and concurrent obligation to play a trusted role in some of the most difficult and important events in their lives. So you have now entered the real world, so to speak. In one famous annual speech to the Law Society, the former Chief Justice likened lawyers to plumbers, a necessary evil and often expensive and difficult to get hold of. I apologise to any plumbers in the audience today. But you now will encounter the reality of that world, of eggshell skulls and of peppercorn rinse. You may even meet the mysterious reasonable person, and you will have to apply the Constitution with an understanding that it consists of so much more than the vibe of the thing. You will be called upon as an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate for the marginalised. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you're not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum. You are dealing with the law as it applies to people's lives. You must strive to deliver legal services competently and fearlessly, with courtesy and integrity. The way you communicate information to others will have a profound consequence for access to justice. For a non-lawyer, the law is often incomprehensible. One of your roles as lawyers will be to make it accessible to others, sometimes by deciphering legal complexities, sometimes by deciphering poor legal drafting, and sometimes both. Although we mark this occasion with formality and tradition, not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. The COVID-19 pandemic has meant a rapid shift to increased use of virtual courtroom setups and technology in order to ensure access to justice continued in the midst of a global pandemic. For those of us who are Luddites, this has posed technological and other issues. Occasionally, a lawyer might even get stuck behind a Zoom kitten filter. There have also, however, been more significant difficulties to grapple with in terms of open justice, effective communication, and fairness to all participants. As the newest members of the profession, you are at the forefront of innovation in the law, and you have a unique opportunity to see through changes so that justice is done openly and equitably. Notwithstanding that you are a diverse group, it is important to remember that you now share a common membership of the legal profession. By its nature, law is not a solitary occupation, but there is no doubt that it is an occupation that can be isolating and highly stressful. Clients, unsurprisingly, are often demanding. Work may not progress in the way you have hoped. You may, and surely this will be rare, encounter difficulty persuading a judge of the wisdom of your arguments or the merits of your client's case. In those times, the support of your peers will be invaluable. Remember to make use of that support. And in that context, I propose now to call upon some young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society to say a few words. Ms. Carney, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is Maggie Carney and I came to the bar last year. I practice predominantly in commercial law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you all to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and all backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer and, in my case, a barrister, and I'm proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice to and represent people in court and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association, have a look at its website, and each year there is a Career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year of practice, you are a reader, and you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers who have at least 7 years seniority, and they meet with you weekly, review your work, and talk about your skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to just these 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, of which I'm a member, and which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like myself. There's also a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the Bar Association, which is to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. So once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I do welcome you all to the legal profession, and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Ms. Carney. Ms. Zaney, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Mada, and not so long ago I stood where all of you are sitting today, and what a day today is for you. You are here today being admitted to the Supreme Court role. As the final step of a long and arduous journey, you should all feel immensely proud of everything that you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was often overwhelming and difficult, and it was not always easy. But as I stand here today, after 4 years of practicing as a criminal lawyer, I can tell you I've already learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I've learned is the importance of belonging to a community in the legal profession. The legal profession is a large and increasingly diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is home to roughly 30,000 members who are flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our desire to connect, our commitment to continuous learning, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I have been a part of the Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers for 2 years. Here, I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance and support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and join several committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences, professional development opportunities, mentoring and volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as newly minted solicitors, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all on this remarkable achievement. Please find us online on all platforms or speak to your employer about joining us. We look forward to welcoming you to the Law Society community. Thank you. May it please the court.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Zaney. In closing, may I say the following. Not so long ago, senior counsel appearing before me in the Court of Appeal made what I regarded as quite a surprising submission. It was that at all times, people in the law must say to themselves, I don't want to do the law anymore, I want to be a film producer. Now, I can tell you, in my case, that submission is incorrect, and it fell on deaf ears. In my experience, the law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging and satisfying, and populated by intellectual, committed and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer, and you should strive to perform your obligations so that you can remain proud to be a lawyer. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, and in particular on behalf of Justices Campbell and Kavanagh who sit with me today, I once again offer my sincerest congratulations on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.